You can see AI transforming almost every industry. But we're particularly excited about what AI can do for the healthcare industry. Most clinical trials fail, and there's a lot of failure and iteration along the way in order to get to an actually approved new therapeutic. The promise of AI is just hyper-accelerate all of this. A simple one is, in a traditional clinical trial, a patient enrolls in the trial, they go to their hospital site or their doctor's site for periodic visits, maybe every 6 weeks for a couple of years that the trial's running, and all of the data are captured very manually. So in the world of AI, we can aggregate the data much more quickly. AI sees something very early that's not working. We make a change to the study. All of a sudden, we're able to see a signal faster. We're able to end the study faster. Or if the drug's not working, we're able to discontinue progress on that particular research idea before we expose even more patients to a new therapy that doesn't work. One of the most fundamental parts of the Medidata strategy is to take the 36,000 clinical trials that we've run historically as a company and propagate the learnings from those past experiences into the design for the next trial that we're going to run. And this is fundamentally based on AI. We've built these programs in large part through the process of patient feedback. We're very connected to patients. We run a whole patient insights program at Medidata where patients are actually on staff working hand in glove with our engineering teams on product design and study design. It's really just a win-win across the industry, but it's very, very hard to do. And the only way that you could ever have any hope of doing this is if you have enough historical data to manufacture the right AI product that represents this control arm in future trials, which is something no company has ever been able to do before Medidata did it. Our customers, the pharmaceutical industry, is traditionally fairly conservative, especially about new ways of doing things and new technology. They're literally manufacturing and inventing new molecules that people will ingest to solve an incurable disease condition. And then on the other end, we're slow to pick up new technologies and new ways of doing things because there's lots of regulatory environments around the world. There's lots of different thresholds of tolerance for technology and patient privacy and data security. And it's a very complex dynamic internationally to do these kinds of research projects. My biggest piece of advice to our industry would be the technology is there to do these things differently. You would have to add up most of the big pharma companies together to even get close to the number of studies that we've run. We could change the world with respect to new science, new therapies coming to market, and unmet medical need being just sort of ticked off much faster if you just invest in the things that we know and the things that we're trying to drive. It's pretty exciting.